Yeah, so the reason we changed my artist name from Nikhil D'Souza to Nikhil is because we realized that every time we put out a new song in the UK, it would get pressed down below the weight of the existing Bollywood songs. And a lot of people in the UK who try to access my Spotify list and my songs would find that it was just a lot of Bollywood. They would get confused about what I really am as an artist. So my label decided it was time to just have a different identity for the independent stuff, for the original stuff, and keep the Bollywood stuff as separate. So it was either a call between going as D'Souza or Nikhil, and we picked Nikhil because D'Souza would make me sound like I was some Portuguese guy sticking in the UK with an Indian look and American sound. It should be weird. Well, for me, it's you are like mostly the sum of your influences, and you try to be more than that. For me, I grew up listening to Western music, and I grew up like I was playing early versions of like Tears in Heaven and Bryan Adams and everything, moving on to Sting and Jeff Buckley and all of that. So that's where my musical education came from, and then Bollywood came in, where people wanted me to use that sensibility in Bollywood. So for me, it's kind of it's like songs like Silver and Gold and Beautiful Mind reflect what I want to say in a song as an artist, and keeping some elements of where I'm from also. So that's where it is. Like people who've been on the indie scene, who've heard my music for the last 6-7 years, will instantly see that this is concurrent with what I had in the past, but it's also a step up in terms of production, because right now we've got all the songs being produced in London and with really good producers and everything. So for me now I'm really lucky, I would say, that I'm being able to put these songs in a format that is international, and I'm getting that chance to do it, which you don't get over here. So yeah, I hope that my fellow indie musicians can recognize that also. So it's definitely leading to an album. An EP is not the plan right now. The plan is to release at least 4 singles. We're already down 2 singles. We should release 2 more, maybe a 5th one, and then put the album out by August. So that is the overall plan. So naming an album is probably as difficult as naming a baby. The tentative one I think is going to be For Amelie, which means it's for someone who I codenamed Amelie. No, I wouldn't say it's a nod to my roots. Silver and Gold actually came about. Let me tell you how I wrote the song. So I've been having a lot of conversations with friends over months, and I realized a lot of these conversations were about how relationships these days just don't, just break really easily. It seems to be a matter of convenience, and then you look back and you see how people have kind of stayed together over tens of years. They've managed to do that. People in the previous generations have done that. So it's more a way of looking at a relationship, saying that what is it that makes it work, and can we have that? That's where the term silver and gold can refer to the color of your hair as you get older. It can also refer to, like, quite simply, silver and gold anniversaries of people who've been together that long. So that's where it comes from. No, it's not a nod to geology, but there's another song in the works that is a nod to geology. It's a song called Fault Lines, which cleverly plays on that. I think at least it cleverly plays on that, but it's not released yet. Yes, I do. I think I'm very reckless. Here's the thing: when you write lyrics, also it has to come from a place that you've experienced, so that you are. The moment you try to do or write something that you're not, which we've tried to do, and I've tried to do that, it just falls flat. It doesn't work, and you can't sing it with any conviction. So, being where I am right now, I still think I'm pretty reckless, and I still think I need to tone down a bit or settle down a little bit. Well, so my favorite parts of the building are the ones I couldn't access. Actually, there were rooms in that palace that were locked off. There was a big lock that size on the doors, and inside I could see old equipment like old telescopes, and there were some rooms that had bottles full of chemicals unlabeled. We don't know what was in those things. There was one little crib there with a little doll inside, and I was spooked by it because I was like, whoever played with that doll is probably not alive right now. And at some point they did. So funny enough, those are my favorite parts of the palace, just to look into those rooms we couldn't access. Food. I think it's the same part of the brain, and I love my food. Yeah. Well, it's not really difficult to follow your dreams. It's all about making the call of whether you can afford to, you want to pursue it. That's the main thing. Because for me, it was easy as hell to skip. I did 3 jobs, and I realized this is not what I can do for the next 20 years. So I stopped that and I started doing music. For me, it was easy to do that. It wasn't people think like, oh yeah, it must have been a difficult decision to leave behind work and everything. I said no, because this is what I really want to do. So yeah, it's all about you and how much you want to pursue it. That's what it is. Hi, I'm Nikhil. You're watching me on Bandook. Please like, share, and subscribe.